Miss Woodhouse, how do you do? And you, Miss Smith? I saw you through the window. Miss Woodhouse, I bring happy news. We've had a letter this very morning from my niece, Jane Fairfax.
I hope that she's well.
In normal course, she writes on a Tuesday. But today, her health. Oh, Miss Woodhouse, you are so very kind to inquire. Poor Jane. She was at Weymouth with Colonel Campbell. And where's the letter? Oh, it must not be far off. Such an unexpected... Oh, it's on the glove stand. It was with the gloves. Yes, at Weymouth with Colonel Campbell and his wife and Jane's dear friend, Miss Campbell, who is recently married. She is Mrs. Dixon now. And, oh dear, Mr. Dixon, who is the most charming young man, rendered to Jane a great service in recent days. They were, too pretty. Yes, they were out in a party on the water. And Jane, by the sudden whirling around of something or other in the sails, would have been dashed to the sea at once. And actually, all but gone. But Mr. Dixon, with the greatest presence of mind, caught hold of her habit and saved her life. Oh, to think that poor Jane may have perished. I cannot think of it without shaking. She, an orphan.
I am very pleased that Miss Fairfax was not harmed.
How gratified Jane will be to know that she has such dear, devoted friends.
Heaven forbid that I should ever bore anybody half as much about all the Knightleys together as Miss Bates does about Jane Fairfax. One is sick of the very name, Jane Fairfax. Every letter from her is read 40 times over, and if she does but knit a pair of garters, one hears of nothing else for a whole month.
Well, Miss Woodhouse, is he like what you expected? What do you think of him?
I had no right to expect much. And indeed I did not expect much, but I had imagined him, I confess, a degree or two nearer gentility.
To be sure, he's not so genteel as to a real gentleman. I do hope Mr. Woodhouse is not ill.
No.
Oh, Papa sees Mr. Perry every day. I know I disappoint him awfully. I'm so seldom indisposed. If he does not invent an illness for me, I hardly figure in his letters.
Truly, you are the very picture of good health, Miss Woodhouse. Mrs. Martin thinks you the most handsome woman in all of Highbury.
You must never flatter me in front of Mr. Knightley, Harriet. He thinks me vain enough already.
I do not think you personally vain. Considering how very handsome you are, you seem little occupied with it. Your vanity lies a different way.
Did I tell you what Mr. Elton said of you the other day? He called you loveliness itself. It seems to me his manners are rather softer than they used to be. I rather wonder whether he means to ingratiate himself with you.
Good morning, Miss Scudder.
Good morning, Mr. Elton.
Girls.
Quickly now.
These are exquisitely done, Miss Woodhouse. You have a charming talent.
I dare say there is merit in them. In the least finished, perhaps the most. So Mr. Knightley tells me, and he finds fault in everything I do. Did you ever have your likeness taken, Harriet?
Oh, no.
What an exquisite possession a good picture of her would be.
It would indeed. It would indeed. Let me entreat you, Miss Woodhouse, now at once. You have given Miss Smith all that she requires. She was a beautiful creature when she came to you, but the attractions you have added are infinitely superior to what she received from nature.
No, take care of it. Don't take over.
Mr. Woodhouse, your daughter's gifts are without compare. Bear witness.
You've made her too tall, Emma.
No, it's certainly not too tall. Not in the least too tall.
Yes, it is very pretty. When it is finished, you must have it framed.
Allow me. Trust me with this commission, Miss Woodhouse, and I will ride to London the moment I am asked. It would be my great honour.
I cannot have him understand. It is exactly as I planned. He is in love with you.